Hello and welcome back to your geography class. I'm Sukhdeep Kaur, your geography teacher. I hope you remembered that still one class is pending from our going on discussion of the chapter number 1. And that class is related to the extra question. That means we are going to discuss inside the chapter question. So I have done a great effort just for your help. Kindly acknowledge it and try to learn these questions. So first of all, we will be discussing MCQs followed by 1 mark, 2 mark and finally 3 or 5, whatever marks limit are, in practice at your school. So here's question number 1. Which of the following states share a common frontier with Nepal? So our question is almost resembling to our one of the question of MCQs from the exercise part itself, but the question is completely manipulated. How so? Over there we have discussed the name of the states, but the question was asking that with which nation they are sharing their frontier, and in here the question is that Nepal, this nation, is sharing its frontier with which states? So the answer is all of the above. 3 of the states were there, along with UP was also there. Question number 2. The Pak Strait separates India from which of the countries? We have to identify one single nation, and without any doubt that is Sri Lanka, because there is a huge difference between the location of Maldives and India mainland. Then talking about the Bhutan, Myanmar, they are attached through land itself, and in here our question is strait. So that is situated in the water bodies itself. Moving with the next question. Which union territories lies in the Arabian Sea? So as the questions are repeating, you should understand the importance of these questions. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Southeast Union Territory, Southwest Union Territory, neighboring to Maldives Union Territory. Anyhow, question can be formed. So answer for this question is, we are talking about the Arabian Sea. Without any doubt, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar lies in the western part or eastern part? Eastern part only, but it lies in the Bay of Bengal. And these are the other union territories of India, but they don't lie within the island form. That is how. India's land boundary is approximately how many kilometers long? So if you have learned the chapter, have listened the discussions carefully, so you can pick this easily. 15,200 kilometers. This is the extension of the what part? One is showing the land boundary we are talking about, other will be showing the coastal length. So this is the entire coastal length of India nation. Which of the following is the southernmost point of Indian Union? That is Indira Point. Next question. What is the total area of India's percentage of the world's geographical area? It means we do have the percentages mentioned over here. We have to figure out that India is occupying what exact percentage of the geographical area of the world. So that is without any doubt 2.4%. Again, you must be thinking, ma'am, you are a teacher, you can easily answer, but we can't. No, you can too. Just listen to the class carefully, listen to my words carefully. Try to understand whatever I used to explain with the help of the notes. So you can copy the notes as well. It entirely depends on to you, whether you are acknowledging my teachings or not. So if you are not acknowledging my teachings, it is fruitful for you. Moving ahead. Which ocean is named after India? Indian Ocean. Now for this you don't have to use logic, and I guarantee all of you are going to put the or take the correct answer only. Next is, now that was the end of MCQs. Now we are going to discuss 1 mark, then 2 and then further. So which position influences the duration? How long the period is. Duration of day and night in India. So we are talking about which position? Latitudinal position of India. That is. Next question. What separates the Lakshadweep island from the Maldives? Although both lies in the southwest part of India, but what separates them is the water body, sea itself. Next is, which geographical feature? I hope till 9th class, it means although this is the first chapter, but it's used to be in the teachings. It is already involved in the teaching since 5th grade onwards about the different physical features of India. Among them, we are talking about this particular physical feature, although the term is geographical. So these are the synonym words. physical feature, geographical features likewise. So we have to give one particular geographical feature that tapers that start narrowing down, or it narrows down about the south of 20° north latitude. And as we know, I hope we know that 23.5° is the location of Tropic of Cancer, whether we are talking about North India, whether talking about South India. In the North India, it is Tropic of Cancer, and in South India, it is Tropic of Capricorn. And India lies in Eastern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere. So we are talking about Tropic of Cancer itself. So now it's particularly asking that after 22° towards the south, which geographical feature starts from there, narrowing down. So that is the peninsular part of India. Peninsular part of India. So peninsula is a landmass surrounded by water from three sides: Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal. Next, which canal reduced the India's distance from Europe by 7,000 kilometers? So that is the Suez Canal. Next question, which ocean provides India with the central location for trade routes? So we are talking about which ocean? Quite obviously Indian Ocean, because which ocean lies beneath India? Other than that, it is surrounded by land masses. If we talk about the completely western part, in between Africa continent and India subcontinent, what lies in there? Arabian Sea. And by the east side, we do have Bay of Bengal. So what remains at the back? Southern part, and over there Indian Ocean is there. Describe the geographical location of India. Although we have started our chapter with the discussion of the geographical location of India only. So latitudinal and longitudinal location. Although India lies entirely in Northern Hemisphere, it extends between these latitudes and longitudes. So latitudinal position is 8° 4 nauticals north and 37° 6 nauticals north. Longitude wise, it is extended from 68° 7 nauticals east and 97° 25 nautical east. The mainland's latitudinal and longitudinal spread is of 30°. It means the difference between the easternmost and westernmost latitude and longitude we are talking about. But when we look onto the map, it appears to us, as in what appears to us, we are going to discuss. So the Tropic of Cancer, I have already mentioned, divides the country into almost two equal parts, not entirely two equal parts. Then the part I was discussing, India's landmass tapers south of 22° north latitude and extends into Indian Ocean. Similarly, dividing it into Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. And the point I was going through for this part is that if you look onto the map, from north to south, it looks quite lengthy, quite a huge difference as compared to east and west, although the difference is of 30° only. Moving ahead with the next question, discuss India's land and maritime boundaries. So we are talking about the boundaries that are surrounded by water, not from four of the sides, but yet from either or all sides. So India's land boundary is about 15,200 kilometers and coastline, I have already told you, 7,500, and let's figure out. So the total length of the coastline, including the Andaman Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island, is 7,516 kilometers. So land boundary, maritime boundary. Maritime boundary, we are talking about coastline boundary. Similarly, going with the more discussion of land boundary and maritime boundaries, India shares land boundaries with. So we are discussing the maritime neighbors and land neighbors, not labors, neighbors. So Pakistan and Afghanistan, they lies in northwest. So particularly these are our neighbors, neighborhood nations in all of the directions. So in northwest, we do have Pakistan, Afghanistan. In north, we do have China, Nepal, Bhutan. In east, we do have Myanmar, Bangladesh. First comes Bangladesh, then comes Myanmar. Then Sri Lanka and Maldives are maritime neighbors. So neighbors, island countries that separates. So India and Sri Lanka are separated by the Pak Strait and also with the help of Gulf of Mannar. So these two particular features separate India from Sri Lanka. Last question of the day. Be happy and please understand this carefully. Very important question. How has India's location influenced its interactions with the world? The Indian Ocean had interconnected India and the rest of the part of the world. But how so? Let's discuss. India's location facilitated, enhanced the exchange of ideas, commodities, things through ancient land routes only, but slowly water route was discovered as well. Just an information. So concepts like Upanishads, Ramayana and Panchatantra spread to the other countries, other continents as well through land route at first. Then Indian numerals. Okay, so basically we are discussing about the land route itself, because we are talking about how, just listen to the and understand carefully this question. How was India's location influenced, and how has India's location influenced the interactions with the world? How was through the land, and in today in so many ways. So these I have discussed. Continuing with this part, Indian numerals, decimal system reached various parts of the world. Trade ideas, likewise trading in spices, muslin, a type of cloth, the best quality cloth that was to be exported in the ancient times through land routes. Influences like Greek sculpture, West Asian architecture styles, domes, minarets came to India. Minarets was introduced with the help of Mughal Empire itself. So these are the particular fields where we have interacted with the other parts of the world, and we have accepted their culture and their various other changes and ideas as well. So moving towards the end part of today's class, let's wrap it up, because we have completed our chapter entirely with the discussion, with the exercise, with the extra questions as well. So soon we are going to catch up in our next class with the discussion of chapter 2. So I was discussing about physical features of India. You have read till now, but again, it is there in your book also. So see you soon with the next chapter. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.